Following the Great Cataclysm, part of Atlantis sank below the sea. That is, the spiritual or religious section of Atlantis. Atlantis was a global advanced civilization. The Americas is Atlantis and the origin of the ancient Egyptian civilization. The ancient Egyptian god Thoth or Tahuti is from the Americas because of the pluvius ibis or the blue ibis, which is native to South America. South America was Upper Egypt. These are the Mesoamerican influences, which was a sampling of African culture that originated in South America. Tahuti or Thoth is a feathered serpent god, and Namar, Kukulkan, pays homage to him by wearing the feathered headdress. Kukulkan pays homage to him by wearing the feathered headdress. KKK is 33 degrees. The 33rd parallel crosses North Africa, Asia, the Pacific Ocean, North America, and the Atlantic Ocean. Kobe, Kyrie, and Kanye. Kobe was a black mamba, the black snake that represents the sunspot cycles, and the Mayan culture, the Olmecs, the feathered serpent. 33 is also that of the Master Mason, and it represents advanced wisdom and knowledge. The feathered headdress worn by Namor is also a nod to the indigenous ethnic people, the Cherokee, the Apache, the Navajo, and the Seminoles. Their headdress is usually feathered. Kukulkan is Namor, who was Tahuti. Tahuti not only was the feathered serpent, one of his totems was also the baboon. This is further evidence of his influence on Namor when we see M'Baku, the leader of the Jabari tribe, whose god was Hanuman. This is also a nod to the Hindu culture, who honored Hanuman. Wakanda Forever skillfully tells the story of the indigenous people and their influence throughout history. Besides representing the blue ibis, the first look of the Tolokans is that they were blue. Our original skin tone was blue-black, sometimes green, as shown on the skin tone of Osar. Osar being the Egyptian god of the underworld. The Hindu nation represents the ancient culture both materially and spiritually. Tahuti leads the dead through the underworld, as seen in the funeral ceremony for T'Challa at the beginning of the movie. This ceremony also touches on Haitian spirituality of ancestral worship. As stated before, there are many themes that run through Wakanda Forever. Before Namor, Wakanda was the only source of vibranium. At least that's what the Wakandans thought. Namor explains he is a mutant hybrid conceived when his mother ingested the purple heart flower. His people could not breathe the air, so they retreated to the water. This is a Dogon story of their ancestors coming from Sirius B, and Nomo emerging from the sea to teach them. So Wakanda and Tolokan now have vibranium or vibration or melanin that the governments of the world want to get their hands on. Remember, melanin can be weaponized. The brown and the black peoples of the world have more in common than they even realized. The panspermia theory argues that life originated in space in spatial ices and was distributed to the planets by comets and meteorites. These spatial ices were bacteria, prokaryotes and eukaryotes, which made life possible. The bacteria contains organelles called mitochondria. Mitochondria is in everyone, but it is higher in females, especially in African women, because of the melanin. Mitochondria cannot be passed on by the father, it can only be intended from the mother. It is a genetic trait that goes back to the creator. Both Wakanda and Tolkien are one and the same. They existed simultaneously. It was the Syrians who organized and hosted the indigo races. They allowed a base of multiple extraterrestrial level genetics and different forms to come into an indigo print and then were seeded into the physical planet. Follow me to part 5 where we talk about Haiti and religion.